Hello guys, a very welcome to my YouTube channel of Carry On Harry. Well, it's a wonderful morning, as I always say that for me, a day is something which you have to cherish, just like your night when you are taking rest. So why not complement the day with something very good. Okay, I'm going to sing a small song for you all guys, which is in Bollywood language. Later I'm going to explain to you. कभी सोचता हूँ कि मैं कुछ कहूँ, कभी सोचता हूँ कि मैं चुप रहूँ. Well, कभी मैं सोचता हूँ कि मैं कुछ कहूँ, that I want to express something. Sometimes I think I want to express something. So that means there are two important aspects. One is thinking and one is saying. Another one is कभी सोचता हूँ कि मैं चुप रहूँ. I think sometimes that I should keep my mouth shut and remain silent. So there are three aspects related to this. One is what we think, what we say, and whether we say it for what? For what reason? Is it going to harm anybody? Is it going to affect somebody in a negative way? So what is it? How are we living our life is my theme of today's talk with you all guys. You see guys, even if I would not have recorded this particular talks with you all guys, I would have been doing something, maybe some other thought would have been coming. Maybe I'm thinking about some person or some event which had affected me, or which might not have even affected me. Maybe I'm just thinking about a rubbish bin, or maybe I'm just thinking about what is that guy wearing which I see outside walking right now my studio, or why that lady is carrying an umbrella. So these thoughts will keep on bombarding on me. Or let's say if I'm sitting in front of a television, probably watching some news about some shooting incident or some volcanic eruption or a bad weather, or maybe some reality TV, something is going to come to my mind, and I will continuously keep on thinking about it. And if not that topic, I will jump to the next one. So that means there is something which is going on all the time in our head, be it what we think or be it what has been forced to think just by our observation. You see, what happens is visual makes a lot of impact about how we see our things around us, or the reality, what we call it. You see, if I see right now out of my studio that there's somebody who punched someone, I will have a perception that, oh, that guy is a strong guy, this is a weak guy, and he punched him and he's keeping on punching him, he's trying to hurt him. I will have my own side of story, whereas those guys will be having their own side of stories. And maybe this incident passes on, and I'm not very much curious to think, but when later on I will be sitting somewhere, I will mention this to someone, I'll try to see what I saw. So what happens is the visual make a lot of impact upon on our way of thinking, what we see, what we begin to slowly believe. Maybe we might begin to believe that that world is a very harsh place to live. People try to sabotage. Yes, it does happen, but somewhere we have to draw a line also. We will have our own justifications, we will have our own way of making the perceptions about how the things have happened, and these will add up into our memory bank because we have accepted it. Let's say if your dad walks to you and says, son, I'm going to give you $500. So now since it has been given to you by somebody whom you trust, you will just accept it. Let's say if somebody walks with a fake note and you trust that guy, you will still take it. But let's say if you're sometimes the people we trust upon blindly, they may result in having a different kind of personality out of us. So what I mean to say is that always think what you really want. Maybe I am very much sure that none of you want to be sad today. I'm very much sure none of you want to have an argument with someone. I'm very much sure that you want to have a smooth day ahead. I am very much sure that you all want to have nice experiences. You want to watch some hilarious videos. You want to, pass your time in a more productive way. Maybe you want to achieve something. Maybe you want to have a nice experience end of the day. Maybe you want to impress someone. So there is something which you really want, and for your life, for your day, for somebody you love. So that means there's a certain thought pattern in your head, which is about what you want, and then there's also a thought pattern which is about what you really don't want. I don't want to see that guy. I don't want to do that thing. I don't want to say this thing. So same way we have got our own set of those expressions also, those thoughts in our mind also, what we really don't want. So now it's up to you where you want to focus. Let's say if right now I am standing in front of the camera, if I shift my base to this side, so my camera is focusing on this side of me. If I shift my base to this side, my camera is, so whatever my camera is focusing, you are able to see. Let's say if I go back, you are going to see my back. So it's about not the object which is being focused, it's about where that camera is focusing on. Same way your mind is just like a focus. Wherever you are going to focus, you are going to see that aspect of the personality or perception about the reality and people around you and the world itself. But actually it's something different. If you really change your focus, if let's say if I turn my back like this and you bring this camera from here and you shift it over here, it's going to focus again what you are seeing, maybe with a different background, maybe a different perception is there. So that means wherever our thought is, we are going to see that particular picture. Maybe you want to see the good part of the life, maybe you want to see the bad part of the life. The choice is you. That's why they say life is all about choices, and we make our own choices out of our own conscious mind, whatever we want. Right now you can turn this video off and you can just switch on to your television, you can switch on to some other important thing that you might be having. But my idea over here is to make you aware about how our thinking really happens and how we really make our beliefs and perceptions about things around us. Then the second part of my song was about talking. Okay, I can talk at this particular moment about something which is bad happening around. Maybe today is very hot, today I'm feeling very sick, I'm not feeling excited at all, I hate that guy. What kind of vibration will you get? You will get a very negative. You will say, what rubbish this guy is talking about, he's just talking about hatred, he's just talking about all the negative things. So in a way you might try to run away. Means yes, there's of course possibility that you might also run away, because you might be yawning at this, what is this guy talking about, just we know all this is a very bad perception. I'm not pointing at you, but just listen to me. Sometimes we have our own assumptions. We are fixed about that we just want to have entertainment. Okay, how much entertainment you want? If you're having a day of let's say you wake up 12 hours, 8 hours you have work, 2 hours you have traveled to and fro from your work, and now you are left with few hours. Why don't you distribute it in this way that 80% of that period you are going to have your entertainment, 20%, let's say 2 hours are there. So out of those 2 hours, maybe a small maybe 20 minutes or 30 minutes you are going to develop just to yourself for your own personal growth and uplift yourself. You see, when you light a candle, it spreads light everywhere. Same way, if you are an enlightened candle, a wiser candle, a full of a positive thought candle, you can inspire a lot of people around you. Maybe your family, your kids, they are awaiting your affection, and they will feel how great our papa is, how strong our papa is, that I was having this problem, my papa solved the issue just like this. Or maybe I was just thinking on the wrong lines and my papa is so wise, he changed my thinking in just a few minutes. Maybe your kid really want to ride on your shoulders or on your back, becoming a horse like that. But if the papa is fully inspired and full of power, even though he is tired, but if he is inspired, that power comes from within your heart. You see, never underestimate. Your body is having more power within you, then you think that it's going to come from outside by watching that television, or feeling more relaxed. Relax is a word which exists within our just dictionaries. Actually, you have to feel it from here. If that power is coming out from here, you will see that you're radiating with so much of positive energy about your own self, and maybe Papa might solve the problem and become a horse. Just like right now, I am feeling full of energy. Carry on, Harry, carry on, Harry, carry on, Harry, carry on, Harry. I love you, very, very, I love you, very, very. Carry on, Harry, carry on, Harry, carry on, Harry, carry on, Harry. You see, I feel inspired. Why I feel inspired? I feel inspired because I am doing something, for my own self. I'm trying to inspire my friends, I'm trying to inspire my family, I'm trying to make them feel that I really want to contribute some positive energy into you. Or let's say if I talk like this, what a bad day, I'm feeling tired, I am this, I have got so much of tension, I've got so much of bills. Are you going to talk about those all negative things for the 2 hours that you are sitting with your family? I would say discuss about it, but give those 20 minutes, 30 minutes to your own self to reprogram yourself, re-energize yourself, bring that power from within and let it radiate you. And you see, when you are positive, when you have that thought mentality, ideas will be coming to you. That's why I say, when you think right, you will speak right. So let that speaking come out of you from those inspirational moment. Let us infuse life into each other's family members, friends, loved ones, people who have expectation from us. That is the right way of living. Problems, okay, let the problems be out of your body, but within your body just retain that power. If you're going to have power, you're going to face up all those problems and also solve the problems, because somewhere God knows how to balance the things. So that's why I said, kabhi sochta hu, thinking कि मैं कुछ कहूँ. So whatever you are going to say it in this way, that after you have chosen the right thought in your head, you have to express it in such a way that the other person don't feel demotivated or bad about it. Just use your words very properly. And also another aspect which I mentioned was that talking just about your own self is also not too good. You see, do something for others. If you see most of the successful people, they are not just concerned about themselves. Life is not just about being selfish about yourself. If you have power to do something for others, please go ahead. Maybe you can not just give anybody help in terms of monetary terms. You can also help people through the powerful thought and the talents that you have. Maybe inspire someone, show a proper way, guide a proper way, mentor someone. After all, we have accumulated our own wisdom from all these things. Whatever I am talking, there is a talent, and then there is also learned knowledge, and then there is also a learned practice that I have done. And whatever I have learned, I am delivering to you from my own experiences and learnings, which I feel very, very, very grateful to God somewhere that that I have got this opportunity to really inform you all guys about it. So I really wanted to inspire you all guys, and I just hope that you will keep on loving Carry On Harry talk show and the Singapore studios of Carry On Harry Studios. And this is right now signing off, Harry. But before that, carry on Harry, carry on Harry, carry on Harry, carry on Harry, I love you, very, very. Carry on Harry, carry on Harry, carry on Harry. Well, it was a pleasure for me, guys, and on that note, I just am signing off.